What up, guys? This is my new channel, MMA. For now, we're just gonna be doing UFC until I get figured out what's happening with the channel. Every week there's a fight. I'll be putting up a video right before telling you what I think. Remember, it's personal opinion, and who's on the card, just giving you a bit of information. And then at the end of each video, I'll go through maybe some of the interesting news that has happened over the course of the time between then and the last video. Anyways, let's get started, guys. Alright, guys, last fight on the card, which I'm doing first, is Rashad Evans versus Phil Davis. Rashad Evans is 21-1-1. Phil Davis is 9-0. Both fighters come from a wrestling sort of background. Rashad Evans has been guaranteed a title shot after this fight. Phil Davis, we're not sure about. He's 9-0. He's a beast. But Dan Henderson, that's kind of what's separating. I'm not sure what exactly is going to happen with that. I think Phil Davis deserves a title shot after this, especially considering Dan Henderson turned down a fight with Nog so that he could fight John Jones. But whatever. Getting out of this fight, I think Phil Davis is going to knock Rashad Evans out because I think the wrestling will just counter each other. They're both really good wrestlers. Rashad Evans has been watching him for a long time. He was in The Ultimate Fighter. So, yeah, he won The Ultimate Fighter. Looked like shit at the start, but won The Ultimate Fighter. Phil Davis I've been watching. I really like his attitude towards fighting. All that kind of stuff. With the pink spandex for breast cancer and stuff. I think that's pretty cool. But I think he's gonna knock Rashad Evans out. And I think it's a good fight. I don't think it should be a main card fight. I think they should have thrown it in with something. But the Chael Sonnen Bisping, that's also really good. So, yeah. So how I see it, they're gonna go in there, gonna feel it out, maybe for the first couple minutes of the round. Rashad Evans might try and take Phil Davis down. Phil Davis, I think, would be able to maintain top position if he took him down, just ground and pound him out. Phil Davis does hit really hard, but I do see Phil Davis, either ground and pounding Rashad Evans out or knocking him out, probably about the second round. And then I would really like to see Phil Davis get a title shot after this. And he's the underdog in this fight. I think that people are underestimating him, so it'll be interesting to see. I think Rashad Evans is a bit nervous to fight not only Phil Davis but John Jones as well. I think he's putting on a poker face, for the media. I think the last thing he wants to do is fight John Jones. Alright, guys, moving on to the next fight, Michael Bisping versus Chael Sonnen. Chael Sonnen's 27-11-1. Michael Bisping 23-3. Chael Sonnen, coming in cocky as hell like usual. He's saying how he's the belt holder and can't wait for this fight against Anderson Silva for the middleweight champion. I would like to see that fight, just as much as everybody else. I think it would just be a fight that's fun to watch, win or lose for Chael Sonnen. I don't like Anderson much, so I would like to see it. Unfortunately, Chael Sonnen is not the person that I'd like to see it go to. Michael Bisping, coming off a win against Mayhem Miller, quite fairly dominant. I think Dana White is over talking it, but it was a pretty dominant performance. I think he is gonna win. I think he will knock Chael Sonnen out, as long as he can keep Chael Sonnen from taking him down and laying on top of him, unless Chael Sonnen falls for another stupid ass submission, which he's known for. Bisping got very, very heavy hands. He's a great boxer, and I think that he will win. And as far as him and Anderson, it'll be a good fight. Yeah, he always does better when people are shit talking, hating, and booing, and this is definitely one of those times. So yeah, I do think Bisping will get a knockout, probably first or second round, latest middle of second round. Yeah, I think it'll be a great fight. Alright guys, moving on to the last fight of the main card, which will be the first fight. Damian Maia versus Chris Weidman. Damian Maia is 15-3. Chris Weidman is 7-0. I don't know much about Chris Weidman, so I'm gonna stick with Damian Maia. He beat a lot of people. He went 11-0 in the UFC, losing to Nate Marquardt eventually. UFC 102, but he beat Chael Sonnen, he's beat Nate Quarry, Jason McDonald, Ed Herman. He's fought a lot of people. He beat Dan Miller. He's fought Anderson before, Kendall Grove, Mark Munoz. Not all wins, but he's a very experienced fighter, and he's been around for quite a while, a couple of years now. He joined 2001 in some fucking thing, I don't know, in Venezuela. That's when he started his professional mixed martial art career. And so he's been fighting for a long time. I'm just going to go with him. He's a submission specialist. I would like to see him versus Chael Sonnen again, but that got switched up. Yeah, it would be interesting to see again. But I hope after this, he gets maybe the loser of Chael Sonnen and Bisping, and then he'll get a fight for the title, hopefully. But there's only one way to find out, so we'll see soon. I'm going Damian Maia submission. Knowing Damian Maia, I'm gonna say probably third round. Alright guys, so here normally I would be doing, this would be my favorite fighter, and I'd be giving you news. Yeah, unfortunately, this is the first video that I'm going to try. Let me know what you guys think by, giving me feedback, what I can do better. Sorry that I was sick this week, guys, but, next week will be better. Hopefully I'm feeling better. Got a pretty sore throat, and massive headaches, but, normally my voice will be a lot clearer. But yeah, subscribe, rate, whatever you want to do. Give me some feedback. Remember, this is only personal opinion. My fighter for the card is Phil Davis. I really like Phil Davis. So, yeah, I'll be having, people come on and do their thing sometimes. Just my friends who watch on usually too. So, giving their opinions as well. Maybe some debates. Anyway, take it easy, guys. Thanks for watching.